This 2006 Buick Rendezvous is in perfect condition. It's got no scratches, no dents from what I've looked at, but why is it still here? It's beautiful. It's got really low miles, only 70,000 miles. That's really low for a 2006 Rendezvous. Let's find out why. This 2013 Ford Fusion is in excellent condition. Dare I even say spotless. The paint is excellent. Why is it here? But it's here in the junkyard. Why? Because the hybrid battery in this car is shot. It does not run anymore. It runs on the engine, but it loses power because it is only half engine and half battery. As you can see here, when we were growing up, we used to see cars make it past 200,000 miles every day. But now we're starting to see newer cars in the junkyard every week. Why? Do you guys think it's on purpose? Do you think that they are selling these cars maybe intentionally faulty so they have you guys come back and buy more newer cars? Let's find out, and I'm about to show you guys how you can save your car from ending up here where it doesn't belong. Every day, our call center gets calls of people complaining about their cars, or even saying that they hear weird noises, the car is broken down on the side of the road, they just don't have money to fix it, or even that the dealership is charging them thousands and thousands of dollars for a simple repair, and people just don't have the money for that. So they end up calling us and, well, junking their car, and it ends up here. And sometimes they are newer cars. And sometimes families end up losing their transportation and their way to drop their kids off to school and their way to go to work, just off of a simple fix that could cost them thousands. This car right here, 2010 Acura MDX, it looks beautiful, almost looks brand new. It still looks drivable in my opinion. What's wrong with it? The transmission. You would never even think about it either. You look at this car and you're just like, wow, that's a really beautiful car. You don't think that maybe there could be an issue. Well, it's not really much of an issue. See, in dealerships, they'll charge you thousands and thousands of dollars. And in this case, for this car right here, you're looking at a $3,000 to $5,000 replacement for just the transmission alone. When in reality, the transmission doesn't cost that much. And that's why people end up bringing their cars here, because sometimes people don't have time to take out transmissions. They don't have time to fix the car themselves. So this is their second solution. And beautiful cars like this end up here. This car has all 3 rows of seats inside, untouched. It's amazing, in fact. It's sad to me. This right here, 2012 Volkswagen Tiguan. Now this car is complete. It has absolutely everything. You wouldn't even think that this is a car you'd find at a junkyard. What's wrong with it? Rod knock. There is not a lot of people that suffer from rod knock problems, especially with German brands. As we know, they're pretty reliable. But on the off chance that you beat on your car, it'll end up with rod knock. And let's say you don't have a $3,000 to $4,000 just to fix one piston rod, it'll end up here. And well, I don't think this car belongs here if you ask me. I think it's pretty sad that this car is here. This car doesn't even have a scratch on it. It's got all the paint nice. I mean, and all it's missing is a door handle, probably because somebody walked over here and ripped it off, but it's no scratches. The paint's almost perfect. It's horrible to see nice things like this go to waste. Now, we have a 2012 Subaru Legacy. Well, what is wrong with Subaru? Honestly, not a lot of things. Subarus are fairly reliable if you take care of them. But in this case, it was not well taken care of. And as we can see here, it looks like somebody overheated their car. The thing about overheating your car is you really got to pay attention to your engine, your coolant, your radiator, everything pretty much. Overheating the car completely kills it. Now in this case, the engine is still good. He didn't launch a piston or anything, thank the Heavenly Father. But as you can tell, it looks like he tried to open up his radiator while it was piping boiling hot. Well, it exploded all over him. And that seems to be really the only issue because this car is in entirely one piece. It's just missing the wheels. The inside is nice. I can get in here. Oh man, it's so nice that we still got the key inside. That's pretty rare for a junkyard. Now this is pretty rare. Subaru, key in Subaru. You don't normally find keys in the junkyard. Well, this is what I'm talking about. This is pretty typical here. Now, people get rid of perfectly good cars like this. You see not even a rip in the seat. It's nice and beautiful. The dash is not cracked. All of the stuff is still here. Dare I say there might even be some goodies down here. Some trash, as you can tell, some goodies. Still got the sunroof. I mean, everything is still pretty much here. Why would you get rid of a fairly new car for an overheating issue? Well, I can give you about 6 reasons. Number 1, pricing issues. Subarus are not from the United States, so the parts are a little bit expensive, but they are still fairly reliable. So there's not really much of a reason you should get rid of a Subaru for overheating issues, especially to a junkyard. Not a tear in the seat. Where's the mileage at? This bad baby doesn't even have 75,000 miles on it. That is crazy. It's all in one piece. It's not crashed. It's really, really sad to see things like this go to waste. Now, it's not bad luck. New cars are just built a little bit worse than the older ones were. But I think we all know that from the build quality. I think we can look down this aisle right there and there's a Mercedes still in one piece, undented, untouched from the 70s. But this right here, this is a fairly new BMW. And this is where things get complicated. This right here is the water tank for this BMW. I know it's leaking. I know you guys can't really see much of a problem with this. Well, the biggest problem here is BMWs, well, they're performance vehicles. They're used to going a little bit faster than the average traffic vehicle. Where this creates a problem is, this is plastic. This overheats as well. So when the coolant gets hot, the engine gets hot, this gets hot, and it cracks. Starts leaking from down here, around here, all these little seams that you see right here, it will start leaking from there. And then your car's gonna overheat, and then you're gonna pay thousands and thousands of dollars to replace all of the cooling system in your vehicle, and it might even end up here like this one, where it doesn't deserve to be, honestly. The only thing wrong with this car is that it's missing an envelope. And that's like, what, 10 bucks at Walmart? It looks to me like some people already got to this Mercedes, but that is anticipated with such an old car. You're not gonna be able to find that many parts for this car because, well, let's be honest, not a lot of these are in the junkyard. It's convertible, it's beautiful, honestly, it's beautiful. The body's in one shape, even though some stuff is cut up. You hear this? Solid metal. That's plastic. It's not good. Now we are going to talk about the Nissan Altima. What is wrong with the Nissan Altima? In my opinion, nothing, because I own one. I love the car. It's beautiful, but there's a lot of issues there. Number one is the CVT transmission. I look around right now, I see about 200 CVT transmissions in just this area right here. It's crazy. What's wrong with CVTs? Well, they're sealed. They don't have any sensors or any warnings. The dealership isn't gonna tell you transmission doesn't have a transmission light. You're just gonna find out when your car doesn't turn on one morning. And that's what really sucks about it, because CVT transmissions, they're nothing like automatics. They're not $1,000, $2,000. CVTs, well, they're like a ball with a belt in the middle and another ball down here, and it just opens and closes the whole time. And that alone costs you $5,000 to $7,000. I called my dealer, where I bought my Altima from, and they told me $8,000 to replace the transmission. I asked them, I said, warranty don't cover that? Warranty don't cover that. I think that's outrageous. I think that's crazy. We're being priced out of ownership of our vehicles. Now, I know I'm not the only one who has a Nissan Altima, but there's families out there that have Nissan Altimas. People that have to take their kids to work or even to school. What are they gonna do? How are they gonna fix their cars if it's $6,000? It's crazy. Now, what is there that you can do to save your vehicle from ending up here with all of these other beautiful vehicles that don't belong here? Well, the first thing you could do, if you have a CVT transmission, I suggest changing your transmission fluid every 60,000 miles or sooner if you can. You should get it checked on regularly. Do all of your maintenance as scheduled. Try not to wait off on too much. I know sometimes it gets a little expensive, but the longer you wait, the more problems that occur. Problems like to snowball. And they come down real hard. Once something happens to your transmission, easily a $6,000 fix. And not a lot of people got that kind of money right now. Another thing you can do, well, you can install an auxiliary cooler. What is that? That's like a spare cooler for your vehicle if your vehicle likes to overheat, or let's say you drive a V6 front wheel drive Chevy and it overheated because the thermostat blew out. I've had that happen to me personally. It's not fun. The dealership is gonna try to quote you out of the actual price part. I tell them no. You come here, you spend about 30 bucks tops, your car's fixed. And that's how it should be. You shouldn't spend more than $6,000. You shouldn't spend more than $100 to fix a simple problem, especially if it's only 2 bolts. It's crazy. Another thing you could do, you could watch YouTube, like this channel right here. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Why? YouTube and forums will show you a bunch of problems that the dealership will not. The dealership is not gonna tell you that the transmission is $6,000 until after you buy the car. That's why you should always do your research and all of the information gathering that you can before making a purchase or while owning a vehicle. You should know about your vehicle. You shouldn't just go in there and blind buy it. Now, if you guys have ever had to junk a car that looked brand new, let me know what car it was in the comments and why you junked it. What made your decision to junk the vehicle instead of repair? We want to know all kinds of stuff. Also, if you guys liked this video and you like learning about cars and you love the junkyard, I want you guys to hit that like button with all of your power. Just hit the just like that. I want to hear all of the likes. I can hear them. All that bing, bing, bing. I want to hear it. I want to hear all of it. Bing, bing, bing. All of it. Every last one. Then you guys should subscribe right now, or you guys won't be able to see me do stuff like this.